Hi guys, Adam Katz for Branding Direct. This is another website critique for today. This company is called balancedobedience.com. The owner is, I believe, Sabrina. Where did it go? Sabrina Clark. I don't know Sabrina. She is a member of our dog trainer marketing group on Facebook. And if you haven't joined yet, go to Facebook and type in the dog trainer marketing group and then hit join. It's free to join, and you'll be able to swap tips, tactics, and strategies with other professional dog trainers and see what they're doing along the lines of their marketing and sales and different strategies for running their business. So let's get into the website critique. I'm just going to be very brief because I've gone into a lot of detail on some of the other website critiques, and there's some bleed over here. So first I'm going to show you the website here. I'm going to tell you what I really like about it. So here is the website. Here's the homepage of the website. And I'm scrolling scrolling back up. What I like about it is that it's very easy to see the contact information. You've got that right up at the top, which is good. You mention that you're Hawaii's original doggy boot camp, founded in 2008 with Better Business Bureau A+ rating for 10 years in a row. This is good because it builds credibility. You've got a picture of yourself here. I think it's a great picture. You're very photogenic, and it really does a good job of communicating that you have a deep bond and connection with your animals. And I think that works very well. You've also got a video here of yourself on what looks like probably like a local evening show or late night type show, which is excellent. It establishes credibility. And let's see, there was something else that I liked. Oh, you've got your credentials. You've got a lot of credentials here. This is good. You're a member of these different associations, and you've got some really nice pictures. You're very good at picking good pictures. And let's see, going down even further, more links. You've got a link to your testimonial page. That's all very good. And contact information at the bottom. So let me say this. None of this should be construed as a personal attack in any manner whatsoever. It's purely constructive. That being said, I'm sure you're an amazing dog trainer, but you have no business designing a website or doing copywriting for your website. This just looks like it was done by somebody who has no idea what they're doing. And that's okay. We've all been at that point in our lives where we don't know something, we need to learn how to do something, or if we can't do it, we need to hire somebody to do it. And I think really probably the best solution at this point is to hire both a web designer as well as somebody to help you write your copy, because this whole thing just needs too much work. It's too far away from being where you need to be. Now, it's not to say that a copy is the persuasive text, that a copy heavy website can't work. This is Eric Latender's website, which I'm going to do a separate critique of later on. This is a very copy intensive website, but it's very, very well done. There's a lot of persuasion and psychology going on here that is just excellent. So it's not that I'm against a copy intensive, a text intensive website. It just needs to be done right. So for example, welcome to Balanced Obedience, Hawaii's no shock collar dog boarding and training program. Well, we don't need to really say welcome because our website, it's not a doormat. And we want to have a benefit oriented headline right at the top. I would really get away from saying no shock collar, because even though you may be passionate about not using shock collars, it's really not that important to people. And the people that it is important to, you can have some mention of that somewhere else on the website, but I would not have it at the top as like your unique selling proposition as your main point. Because as a dog owner, I'm coming to you because I have a problem. And my problem is not that I've used a shock collar. My problem is that the dog is pooping on my couch, or the dog's running out the front door, or my dog's pulling on the leash, or doing this host of different bad behavior problems. That's what I need you to tell me about. I need you to tell me about how balanced obedience in Hawaii is going to help solve behavior problems for dogs or help make dogs just a more enjoyable companion. I'm not interested in what things you don't do. I mean, I'm sure you also don't hit dogs, you don't kick dogs, you don't abuse dogs, you don't withhold food. There's all kinds of stuff. Why are we putting this here? This doesn't address any of my concerns unless you're specifically targeting your business to only people who've already had terrible experiences with remote collars, with shock collars. And if you're doing that, I don't think you should be doing that. I think you should be targeting your business to people who are having behavior problems with their dogs, or they have great dogs already and they want just a more satisfying relationship with their dog. But all of this, what I would do is I would look at this and then I would compare it to other websites that have good design. And really, if you don't have a lot of money right now, if you're just starting your business or you're apprehensive about investing the money, what I would do is say, set aside a Sunday, an entire Sunday afternoon, go to YouTube and learn about how to set up and install a WordPress site, and then find a WordPress template that you can install on your WordPress install. This is not super complicated. It's stuff you can kind of learn in a weekend or so. And find a WordPress template that looks professional, that looks like an actual company, not something that looks like somebody's running the business out of their garage. Even if you are, it's important that we look like a professional business. And then use that template to put your own information into it. And then maybe also go through some of the other website critiques that we've done and look at how some of these other guys are using copy. Again, copy is persuasive text. I don't want you copying other people, but I want you to model what other people are doing. And again, I'm not saying it doesn't have to be, it's not important whether or not they're a balance trainer or they're a purely positive trainer. None of that matters. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about the marketing side of it. Model what other people are doing that really works. And you can have a reasonably good looking website by the end of maybe a week or even a weekend, depending on how fast you can acquire some of these skills. It's not super complicated if you use WordPress and a template that's already done that looks good. It's just a matter of kind of dragging and dropping different photos and arranging the text how you want it to be. So that would be my suggestion. And if that's too much for you, or you're too busy, or you're not a tech-minded person, then I would say go to one of these freelance websites like Upwork.com, and I'll mention them a lot, and hire a freelancer to do a WordPress website for you and install with a template. Maybe go through the different WordPress templates, find one that you like that looks very slick and professional, and then pay them to install it and set it up for you. You can get that done for as little as a couple $100 even. And you might have to still go in and mess around with the text and change the pictures and stuff, but at least it'll be kind of set up. And I can guarantee you it'll work much, much better than what you've got here. Because looking at this website, not you personally, but the website has credibility issues. And you've got a lot of credibility. You've got a lot of, you've done a lot of education. You're a member of all these different associations. You sound fantastic to me, but the website isn't properly communicating that. And so this is more than just simply making some tweaks. I think it really needs a full-blown overhaul by both a designer and a copywriter, if you can afford it, to really turn this into something great, because you are great and you've got a lot of credentials and you're very photogenic. I'm sure you're a great dog trainer. We need the website to communicate that. So hopefully I'm not doing this to hurt anybody's feelings. Hopefully you don't take this personal. It's purely professional, constructive criticism to help you and your business get better. Hey, if you're not using Google AdWords, so anybody watching this isn't using Google AdWords to grow their business, we are getting phenomenal results for our clients by setting up and managing their Google AdWords campaign. At Burning Direct, we offer a 100% done-for-you Google AdWords management service. We do everything from soup to nuts. All you have to worry about is making sure that you answer your phone, and we even set up a dedicated landing page on a dedicated domain name. that we send all of the traffic to. So you wouldn't even have to worry about messing with your website or WordPress thing, because we're not even sending traffic to it. And again, I'm not talking about you specifically, but anybody who may be watching this video. It works really, really well to grow your company very quickly. If you're interested in that, get in touch with me at Branding Direct. It is not cheap, but the return on investment is incredible. And generally speaking, it works really, really well. I'm Adam Katz for Branding Direct. Talk to you soon, guys.